Hello everyone, it is Tyrannt and welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we set off on a little adventure, found some more hard drives, didn't get much of anything good, and we also did some space elevator stuff. So, as you can see down there, I did some renovating, because what we also did was buy a lot of stuff from the Awesome Shop. Today, I am mostly going to focus on the space elevator, or at least on not modular frames, versatile frames, which is why this thing is here. And I'm only going to do 10 per minute, because I don't know if I have the room for 60. I mean, I'll try to aim for 60, but I'm not expecting to be able to do it. Anyway, to do this, we need 5 modular frame per minute and 60 steel beam per minute. So, this right here is going to be for the steel beam. Right here is where we're going to be putting the modular frame line. So, what we need is an assembler. Go right. Let's do it here. That can feed in there. And since we're doing 10 per minute, we will need to do this. I need to go grab some power shards. Oh, before I forget. While I was doing some offline stuff... Where'd he go? He didn't despawn, did he? I tamed a lizard doggo, but I guess he despawned. Oh no, he's right there. How'd you get out, you silly goof? Oh! He found a purple power slug on his first find. Yes, I named him Butter because why not? Come on, Butter. Come on, Butter. Now stay in here, Butter. Do that? Or is he somehow going to activate the door? Hey, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to grind up that power slug. That's funny! I only recently tamed him, and he hasn't found anything until now. So, yeah. Power shard. I was gonna go grab some power shards, but I don't need to. Because my little buddy found some already. I'm gonna put this pail bear in here so I have the room for it. There. 5 brand new power shards. Right, so we need to do this 3 times. So it generates 5 per minute. This needs 5 per minute, right? Yep, 5. And to do that, it needs 30 rod per minute and 7.5 reinforced plate per minute. The reinforced plate should be relatively painless. So I'm gonna put down a constructor about here. Actually, how close can I get the assembler and still be able to attach a belt? Like that. So I can. I'll do the same. This. Because the less space this all takes up, the better. Okay, so this seems to be on reinforced plate. Now, we could just do that. And we will. Now, we could just do that and just get 7.5 and make it clean. And probably... And also, we probably will, so... But... I like keeping things as even as possible, so... Let's do that. Now I'll set these to rods. Needed how much? 30 per minute? Yes, so we need to overclock this. I need to go grab some more power shards. I'm honestly surprised that we have so many. Do I want to bring anything else with me? Not at the moment, because I really want to get the setup at least. Okay, so this needs to be overclocked twice. That'll do 30 ingot per minute, which is easy. And then we also need to do a line for this. We know is, by now, at least I hope we know by now, is 140 screws and 3 for the plates. So we're going to take down these walls. How did you get out? Butter, how'd you get out? Goopy lizard dog. Get back in here. No, don't follow me. In fact, let's do this. Walls. I'm gonna do a conveyor hole. I'm gonna see if you can get through that. Can you? You can, which is funny. I mean, I expected you could. you get out of that? God, I wish they were given commands to, like, stay in a certain area. Alright, let's put down a door. Like that. Let's see him get out of there. I hope he doesn't, but... Game's gonna game. Alright, we're gonna put down a merger that goes that way. And then put down another merger that goes like that. That can go there. And all these can be set to plate. Then, all these need iron rods. So, all of them need 30. That one needs 30. But we also need to consider this over here. No, not this. This over here. Which needs steel beam. 60 steel beam. To make steel beam, we need steel ingot. And of course, to make steel ingot, we need steel, we need iron and coal. So, how much does this need per minute? 60. Meaning we need this. So what we need is solid steel going at full blast. That's not really going to work too well for us. Steel beams need 60 to make 15 and 120 to make 30. So question becomes, how do I take 2 of these needing an output of 160 steel ingots. And use that, whatever's left of it, to funnel into here. let me find my phone so I can do some math. Okay, so we have our best belt can move 170, not 100, 270 parts per minute. We need 80 for each. So what we could do is divide it into parts of 3 and send the excess to here. That'll feed into here. That'll produce our rods and the steel that we make. From this one, at least. From these two. We'll produce our beams. Right? Because we got a constructor here. Which needs steel beam. Needs 120 steel ingot per minute. This makes 120 per minute. Yeah. We can do that. Let's do that. Individually make the 120 chips, because one constructor can't make 60 per minute, unfortunately. Then we'll merge them together. Like that. And that will feed into there. And to then lift up this belt, cross over this assembler, back down, and then go into the assembler. Couldn't be more simple. All that's left is to first make the smelters that are going to feed into these. Splitter. That. Smelter. That. Cast screws. 120 per minute. 30. This needs 30 per minute. So this will need to make 60 per minute. Then we put down another splitter. This and this. And that. And this will also need to be heated. Right, so all that's left is just get everything wired up. First, I will conveyor blips here. Put a splitter right about this right here. And see how that looks when I do this. Yeah, like that. And that can go that way to a new smelter. It's gonna make 40 per minute. So, actually, no, it doesn't need to do 40 per minute. It can just do 30. Saves its power. Not that power is going to be an object for us. That can go there. Alright, so. And yeah, that should work. With some extra. Because 270 divided by 80 is 3.375, so each one is going to get a little bit extra. In fact, our smelter doesn't even need 80 parts per minute. It's going to get it because why not? Now it's a question of where do I grab the materials? Our coal is over there. We have iron on here and here. We have iron all over the place. Actually, for that matter. Let me see what we got for walls. So if we do that... we do something like that, I can do this. Put a splitter down. Like that. Maybe. Actually, no, that's not going to work, because if I put down a lift, that's going to block this one, and it's going to cause some clipping. So it would be better if I do this. I think. If I just put down a regular wall and add my own holes to it. Like that. Then that can go in there. It's not gonna look as nice, mind you. Actually, wait. Why did I do this? Keep getting idea after idea. We're doing with 3 holes. Then one can go from here. Yeah, no. It's not gonna work. My plan's not gonna work. Unless... Let's do that. And then do this. No, I don't need a smart splitter, just a regular splitter. So if I do that, these things go back more. Splitter, splitter, splitter. So if I do this. That. This can then go into there. And that can go into there. And now it's not a total mess. Not clipping through anything. I got this, fam. I am not making conveyor spaghetti again, at least. Yeah! Yeah, like that. And then over here, all we need to do is put our first conveyor splitter down. Like that. And that can split there. And there. I mean... And we wouldn't have to... And we wouldn't even need to overclock any... The one that's going through here. So... Let's decide what three are going. Let's decide what drills we're going to use. Then we'll have to belt them over here. This. Do something really fancy. As we split apart the factory into compartments. I don't know what we'll put over there. In this empty spot here. But could put a door right here. So we can get in and out. Another wall like right here. Yeah, that'll work. That shall work. And Lizard Doggo is not free. Good. Butter is not escaped. Could also, I could have moved this much further to the side. I'm just gonna build like that, but you know what? This is fine. At least I now have a factory that's not a mess. But again, we have all this space. We're only using so little, but let's get this stuff belted over now. So we need one of these. Actually, let's grab our coal first. Let's get our coal belt over here first. I haven't made the conveyor buses yet, but it is on my to-do list. Then I will put this here. Will this reach? I hope it reaches. Oh. Yep, it reaches. Oh, and also because we bought all that stuff, we can now put conveyor belts on walls. Hallelujah. Okay, so let's put that right there. Then all that coal can come this way. This way. Roll feed twice over. Through here. That. Oh, let's do that. Just so we can fit this all on here. Yeah, something like that would be fine. Then if I needed to, I could build something over this, under this, and then weave it back over this way. Not that I would need to. I'm just focusing on one factory at a time right now. So we need iron. We need iron to go here, and iron to go there. One does not need to be overclocked, the other does. So, let's make this one be the overclocked one. Oh, no, let's make this one not be the overclocked one, so we can take these out. Put that there. Mark 2 belt. Go right up there. do that. Last but not least, our one that will be overclocked. Will be this one. Mark 3 built. There. Going to likely need more steel beams. So grab some here. That's too long. Let's zoop this wall over this way. Yeah, like that. Then we've walled off this factory for later use. Not for later use. From the rest of the building. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That can go there. Alright. All that's left now is to power everything up. First, I'm gonna build up the walls so they're a bit taller. Butter has not escaped. Good. Pardon me, butter. Have you found anything? Ooh! You found me some Nobilis. You found me some explosives. I can't take those at the moment, but you hold on to them. something like that, probably. Where I can then proceed to... Oh, I need quick wire. Let's grab some quick wire. I probably don't need all this iron plate anymore. At least not for the time being. Go. Right, now I could probably go grab some quick wire. Quick wire, quick wire. Grabbing the quick wire. Which reminds me, this also needs to be connected to the building. Probably end up using this to do it. After I built up the walls, which After I built up the walls of the building... So I have that, should be good for now. I'm not gonna build up the whole building just yet. So let's get the power up to Mark II. This can go there. We can then power that. This can then move along the walls. Like that. Actually, is this going on both sides? Because if it does, I'm not going to complain. It does. Yes. Which is good, because then I can just put power poles where they need to go and then connect those to them. This can work. This can and will work. It is, however, going to be a bit of a problem with this, because it's going to clip through the wall, isn't it? This is... Which is fine. You squint, it kind of looks like those two are connected to each other, which they technically are. So my question is, if I do this... Yes, that does do that. So, I'm going to put down Mark II pole right there. Actually, what we could do is keep up the trend of this. Stretch it over to this side. Over there. Move this there. Cross this wall. Over to this side. Then bring it over here. And stretch this as far as it'll go. Like that. Because I don't really need... This is wiring. This is just for the future. How's that? How's that? As well as that. And that. This. That. Problem is, this doesn't have ugly with all the wires just hopping across everywhere. So let me try something else. Let me do this. Mark II pole right there. Connect this, this, that. That can attach to one of these. This can go to somewhere over here. Connect to this. And this. That. That. And that. This can have a pole somewhere over here. That. Oh, it's one of those dinky. Why do I have a... That should be everything. We just need to turn on the drills. Doable. We do this over there. Then this. Go there. I'll probably put that there to attach to that. Can that attach to there? No. This, however, can go... We don't need to do that. We need to power the other one now. How far can this one reach? Can it reach over here? Yes. Can that reach over there? Yes. That's generating coal. That's making our iron ingot. You're not making plate. Oh, it's a tower. That one has no power either. Right? Oh no, it just has a set to it. We'll do steel beam. Right, this needs to make iron ingot first. But I'm an idiot. Badoy. I knew I was forgetting something. This needs to make the iron ingot. 80 for 80, so... Just sticks. I knew I was forgetting something. Splitter. new plan is now a wall here. Put there all day. There. And then we'll put down a splitter. About here, probably. Wait, let's do it back here. Closer to this. So 2 of these will go to this. Go through a snow. Go through a smelter. Iron ingot. Actually, wait. So that needs 80, right? Yes, so. Make it so this does get split even. We'll have to split it a multiple number of times, so. There. Split thirds. And these 2. Again. Which will be 40. Right, so this will go like. I need to really pay attention to how these are facing. So, splitter. Alright, so compare splitter. This needs to face that way. Go like that. And then can go like that. And that like that. And this can split like that. And again like that. And again, going this way. Up and over this. Full build. Where it'll get smelted again. Where it'll get smelted and feed into this. And these ones can be underclocked. Actually, no, though, it can be overclocked. To each do 40 per minute. And then they'll merge together. Like that. Forty is 80. So if I go like that. Another 40, which is 120, and now go there. This one, which is more than 120, and that can feed over there. That. Connect all four of these. Which I need to upgrade. 2. Right over there. There we go. Now let's try it. This should work. Should. This line needs 30 on it. It's going to get 60 at least. Let's overclock that one. Let's overclock it just so it gets the parts it needs. Go to 300. There we go. But I do need... Like I said, this is going to be a little bit messy, so... Let me get some more reinforced iron plate. This should be fine, right? Because it's getting the plate it needs. Then some. Alright. Give me those explosives, butter. Good doggo. Again, I really wish that Coffee Stain would give you commands to sit and stay in, or just run around a certain area. So you could just stay in that room and just run about. And still generate items. So how is this even doing? Well, it's generating the versatile frames. We just gotta move them over to the space elevator. Let's do this. Make a second exit. At least for now. So that would be this. Get a door down. That over in this direction. There we go. Now our frames can come. No idea why this is glitching, but I'm not gonna complain. We have our factory set up. And when you know it, it's not a total mess. I mean, it probably could be better if if it wasn't like this. I'm only doing this just so we can get some space elevator stuff done. But at the very least, it's efficient-ish. So I'm gonna build another layer of walls for this. Butter just chilling. Then we can grab our architecture stuff. Get a catwalk intersection. Put that yonder. Bring that right here. And now we can oversee our factory! My problem is this is off-center, so... that. Then bring that down here. There we go. That's more symmetrical. No, it's more like I'm trying to do. So, okay, it goes down. Facing with a catwalk. Bye-bye. That can go bye-bye. intersection right there. I'm probably gonna do something like this. Intersection right there. Like a straight shot over this way. Now we can really just oversee our factory. Corner piece right there. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this part here. And there is a space I could bring something over here. All this open floor space. Probably won't do it like this again. But something like this is a good proof of concept. Something more efficient. In the meantime, though, I don't want a to-do list. How do I get rid of my to-do list? There. To-do list, be gone. Because I don't need no to-do list. that. This way. Go there. Go there. And then that final piece can go there. But then, bring that there. This piece, place it with this piece. And now we can get our ladder. Put it right here. That's not too concrete foundation. Let's do traditional fix-it foundation. Then I want to see if we can see lots of lights. Like right here. Just see what it's like. Switch that around. Then we can bring this power line over this way. Right here. Bring that to zone right here. Go back. And yeah, those are indeed lights. Let's see what a light can control. I'm curious about that. Oh, I need AI eliminators. Which I have plenty of. No, look! I think the sun's going down. This is a perfect time to play with lights. Alright, right here. this is the steel beam. Is this it? It is. Let's take this. Oh, it's connected. What do you mean? Oh, it's connected. Yeah, there's no power connected. Go. Neat. Then we went night mode. Intensity setting. There we go. I'm gonna have fun with this. Yeah, I think what we're probably going to end up doing is setting up a light control there. Let's do this. Go there. Oh, that's why it's off center, because it is off center. Should have picked that up earlier. Alright, let me do this. go, there we go. There we go. Going on. Beautiful. Shame I'm gonna have to miss it by building the ceiling of this place. I need more iron plate. Interesting. Grab all of this. then why don't we see about some lights? Right there. Maybe also right here. That's okay. There we go. Now this place looks somewhat lit. Materials again. Nearly daytime again. Multiple lights going. Let's see if we can't get the light panel right there. Also that. Boom. Neat. Looks like it's gonna be fun when you build an actual factory. I mean, this is, for the most part, an actual factory. It's a lot cleaner than my other ones. It's likely gonna be a while before we get anywhere near bringing this base elevator. Which is why I wanted to make more of these, but I don't think we have the materials to do that. I mean, hell, my math is off for the first line. I don't even know how I'm going to do automated wire. Automated wire. If we can do that, but we're going to need 100 cables. At 5 stator per minute. The stators. They are also going to need wire, which is going to be used to make cable. Alternatively, we could use quick wire to make 8 per minute. What if we were to do 10 per minute? That could be doable. If we do 10 per minute, we can do 2 of these. I'll make 10 per minute of this. Or better yet, trick is going to be quick wire though. Because 12 can make 60. We need 75. Actually, you know what? 8 per minute is plenty. 8 per minute is plenty. Because we only need 2.5 per minute to do this. We're making 8. And 2.5 makes 2.5, so... yeah, that should be fine. Because then we can make 4 of these at least. And make 10 per minute. Which will end up making 10 per minute. And then we only need 12 Deuterium ingot to make 60 wire. We are generating what it takes 45 ingot to make, I think, like 15 Deuterium ingot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 45 to make 15. We need 12 to make quick wire. So my question is, how much could we actually do of this? Because we can have a line of 270 at max. We divide that by 3 in a splitter with 45 per minute. We can do 6 lines of quick wire. 6. Because we'll split because we can split the 270 in half and split that into thirds. And that'll generate our 15 per minute. We're going to have excess, but that's just the nature of Caterium. And again, 12 produces 60, we have 6. So 60 times 6. We will be able to make 360 per minute. We don't have a belt fast enough for that, but that's okay. We only need 60. So we can make 6 of these. Effectively. Eight times 6 is 48 per minute. So if we divide 48 by 2.5, we can make 19 of these. It'll feed 19. So 19 times 2.5. We can make about 47.5 per minute. It'll be all about getting all that to fit in here, which is more than doable if we just put it over there. Because stators should not be an issue. If you do the quick wire stator, then we can just run the 6 quick wire things through 6 of these, and we can make our stators. The steel pipe we can make using iron. Easily. Because we can make 60 per minute. That's going to be 240 iron ingot per minute, which is pretty easy. With just one drill. But we need 16 per minute. So for that, we would need 96 pipes per minute. We would need 2, effectively. 2, producing 60 per minute. Which would be more than enough. And boy howdy, would ever be doable. But we also gotta consider the copper wire for the cable to make the wiring. Cable is made from copper wire, which of course is made from copper. We only need 15 per minute to make 30. Or we can overclock for 30 to make 60. Then 60 makes 30. And then that 30 feeds into here, which we need 50 per minute. But if we overclock this, it would need 120 wire per minute, so we would need 2 of these. Or 60 copper ingot per minute. That's more than doable. But again, we only have so much space in here. And I don't want to make something super convoluted. Today, this is doing well enough. Probably gonna let this run overnight. See where we are when I get back on in the morning. It's probably gonna be done by then, hopefully. Automated wiring, and then we can move on to phase 3 and finally get some really good stuff. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Doing all that really helps me out. And if you're watching this on Twitch, then consider following. And I'll see all of you in the next episode. See you later.